Working with VirtueMart can be a little bit confusing at first, so I'm just going to give you a brief tutorial about ways to just jump in and do the basic functions that you're going to need to do, checking your orders as well as adding a new product. So the first thing you do is you go to yourdomain.com/administrator, enter your username and password, and click Login. This brings you to the your main control panel of your screen. From here, we're going to click on Components, VirtueMart, and this will load all of your shopping software in this rather confusing looking panel. On the left-hand side, we see a list of different divisions. We can go right into your orders here, click List Orders, and it will show you all of the most recent orders as well as their status. You'll see this one is pending, it never did finalize. This one is confirmed, that means it went out to your payment software, took the order, came back to your website and confirmed that the payment was completed. You can then click on the order number, and this is just a sample order we've put in here. You'll see a lot of blanks because I didn't enter all that personal information. We can then print this off if we would like to. We can see exactly what was ordered and all of the totals, the shipping and the taxes included. You can go to your print view in order to print that in a nicer format. You can also change your status so that it's already shipped, and that will let you know what things need to be dealt with and what don't. The next thing you're really going to want to do is to be able to work with your products. On the left side, we click on Products, List Products. This again will bring up a list of products that we can click on the name of them to go in and edit. So if we wanted to edit the price or the spelling or anything on a specific product, we just click on the name and it will reload the page with the complete list of things that can be edited in here. So we can change the SKU or the SKU number, change the name, change the price. We have a place for short description in here. You might want to add a period in that. We can also down here put any product description we want. I try to keep this fairly simple, but if there's a PDF file or something that you wanted to link to, or even a video that shows the product in use, you can put that right in here because I'm using the JCE editor on this site. I would then click Save if I was done. You'll notice also though under Product Status is where I put all the attributes. So if I go to the Product Status tab, there's an attribute list that I typed in. I put in size, and then I can add properties. So in my case, the properties are the different sizes. I'm going to take you through step by step how to add a new product. So if we just landed in Components, VirtueMart, which is where we are now, we would click again on your products link over on the left-hand side, and then we could just click Add a Product, or we can go to the List Products. If we go to the List Products, it brings up that list again, and in the top right corner we see what's called a contextual menu. Depending on where you are in Joomla, this menu is always with you, but it changes to give you options. I'm going to click New in here, and this will allow me to add a complete new product. And we're going to go step by step through this process, adding one of your products. So I'm going to give it a new SKU. I'm going to give it a name and a price, a short description. This will show on the main category listing page, and then the longer description will show inside when you're clicking on the details information for the individual product. I have to put it in a category or it's not going to show up. So now I've got my SKU, my name, my price, short description, longer description, and I've put it in a category. And of course you would actually put in descriptions in here. This is just for expediency. Display options, I'm not going to change anything in here. Product status is where I add the size. You'll see there's my attribute list. So I'm going to put in the word size, exactly how I want it to display. And I'm going to say that I have 3 sizes, so I need 3 properties. I'm going to add size 3, size 4, and size 5. Now, provided this is always going to be the same price and not change anything, I can add inline prices, or I don't have to. I'm going to put in 12, 12, for the cost of this. So $12 for a size 3, $12 for a size 4, and I'm going to say that the size 5 takes more packaging, and it's going to be $14. So I can do that. Otherwise, I could have just left that as a 12. The last thing to do is add a product image. So I click on the Product Images tab, and I can click Browse to go right to my hard drive and jump into a picture of my product. You'll see that it asks, do I want to auto-create a thumbnail? I do, because I haven't created my own cropped-in thumbnail image. This is the fastest way to do it. As soon as I hit Apply over here, it's going to make all my changes and create that product and make it live. So I hit Apply. I could hit Save if I'm sure that I'm all done, but it's nice to hit Apply and then just be able to double check and make sure everything has saved the way that I wanted it to. So all of this I know is going to be correct. But when I go to Product Images, there's my lovely big image. And because it is large, it takes up a fair amount of space. So now I'm going to hit Save, and then I can actually go over to the website and go to the Patterns link on your website, or your store link on your website, and I can scroll down and see there's the pattern I just added, sample pattern. It made this little thumbnail. There's the short description I typed. If I go into product details, then I'll see the full piece. I can click the full size image, and there it is. It's beautiful. Go back to my back button and come back to your main information. I also see that the sizes I created are here. If I choose a size 4, I can click Add to Cart and purchase this, and it's all showing up, so I can see that it's keeping track that it's a sample pattern, size 4, what the price was, and then I can go and check out at VirtueMart, and I'm completely finished. And that is all that's involved in working with your products. If you come back to your product list, remember you can edit them here. If you have additional images though, for instance the quilter's quarters dress here, we see that we have some additional images. I've added 2 more images in there beyond the basic 2 that show up. You can click on this media link and it will pop up another little window that allows you to browse for another image on your computer and add it to the existing images. That will just show up some extra thumbnails when you're in the detail view that you can then also view as large images. This is very handy if you've got some other shots of different fabrics or different sides or different views depending on what your product is.